Hi, and welcome to another episode of Main Street Prowlers, guys. It's kind of a exciting one tonight, right, guys?
Yeah. Exciting doesn't give it justice. Exciting gives it a nice flair. I will tell you that much.
Plus we got somebody else on the show tonight as well. Say hello there, Michael Hurd.
Oh, yeah. From that. So, yeah.
It's nice to have you back, Mike. So.
All you can see is Mike's eyeball. There you go. There we go.
So.
Jamie, saying hi there, Damon.
Hello.
So, tonight's game. What are your thoughts so far?
A wicked one, that's for sure.
Red Wings look really good tonight. Finally scored on the power play for the first time.
Oh, wait, I got a Red Wings shirt on right now. Go Wings.
Oh my God. That's.
Beat the Blackhawks.
I mean, you and your Blackhawks, you hate them, so.
Get everything about the city of Chicago.
Hey, Chris.
What's up?
Biggest question I have is somebody needs to find out how you can change a 2-minute penalty after a puck drops down to a 10-minute.
I don't know. I guess
I
that's.
know that myself.
It looks like we have the blind ref on tonight, so I guess that's a good question for you, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna let.
I'm just the lines. I'm not the ref.
Oh, okay. So you're making fun of them with us today.
Sleaze.
Speaking of that, did they ever change Kugler's penalties and give him a fighting major at all in the Dalton J?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't at all.
Yeah, you're telling me.
That was mainly an attack, like Chris said. That was attack.
And it's. I had to rewind it a few times to see if he even punched or anything. And Jay just basically turtled down and didn't throw a punch at all. So.
Okay, he didn't even drop the gloves.
I'm sorry?
He should have gotten like 2 minutes for roughing for going into that little practice, but he threw more punches in his double minor than Jay threw in his fight.
Yeah.
The way it was scored was Jay got the 2 for roughing and a 5 for fighting, which from my vantage point he was trying to drop the gloves but didn't. But I don't know. You're right. But according to what Rob said earlier in the game and what you're saying now, Mike, I don't see how we got the 5 for fighting. Although I do see from the gloves, probably the 5 for fighting there. But how did Kruger not get the 5 is beyond me. That's
what me and you were talking about the game tonight. I was like, why didn't he even call for that? He was the one that threw the punches.
3 punches, put Jay down. It's like, are you serious? Another thing we're gonna talk about that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that Alex Johnson got. The game misconduct and take off the 2. That's not even warranted. Is it automatically 2-1 if you get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty?
And
or just the 2?
It's just a guaranteed 2. That's it. If you get unsportsmanlike.
It's at the referee's discretion. Yeah. Obviously, the ref felt that whatever, because I didn't see the play. Whatever.
Okay, I'll show you what he did. He did this with a stick, and that's it. In front of Columbus bench, and he had 2 and a 10 for that.
Taunting.
Did he get 2 or just 10?
Well, they originally called 2 for 10. They originally called 2 and 10, and then after the puck dropped, there was 0.8 seconds to go, and between the first intermission, they changed it to a 10.
Right. Now it's there in the intermission.
And the two
Changed it.
Probably should have just been a 10.
But either way,
Because
it's
in my opinion, talking to the opposing bench should warrant a 10-minute misconduct. But if you call it a 2, it should remain a 2. If you call it a 10, it should be a 10.
but we all know after tonight's game, seeing how that one goes, right?
Man, you guys, you know what? I gave props to the ref for 3 games. I figured they weren't gonna mess it up, but it did.
We're talking about FBHL refereeing here, Mike.
I understand that.
Definitely the pinnacle of refereeing.
I just said, hey, I was trying to give him props. But I mean, once again, the referee found a way to screw it up. Or hashtag give Columbus a game.
But
Or try to at least.
The fifth referee third period, so.
Sorry, Chris, I can't wait for you to hear from the league about me bitching about it.
oh, trust me, I've already got some quotes from the league. You don't even want to hear about it. So.
Yeah, you Monday. I got a good one for Monday. We throw that. I got a good one for Monday.
But anyways, let's dive into this though. So the first period ends with a surprising twist compared to last night's game, 3-2 in favor of the Prowlers.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive into it like this. Somebody saw the podcast last night, how I granted and complained about how Lions 3 and 4 wasn't connecting their passes. Tonight, everybody connected on passes. Everybody played defense. I mean, it was all around. Bang, bang, bang. It was Prowlers hockey during the late season again.
Yep, that's where we started last year, and we're finishing the way that we were.
And that's exactly what we need. So, but 3-2, especially when we didn't even get the first goal, is a step up coming from a 2-0 deficit yesterday. And even like a 7-0 deficit in our first game. So we're definitely pulling our, excuse my language, but pulling our asses out of our heads out of our asses and starting to put a good team on the ice.
I mean,
Hold on. Our friend from Ohio saying hello, guys.
Hi, Laura.
Is that Laura? Hey, Laura.
Hello. Yep.
Screw every team in this league besides the Prowlers. What else?
Good old Mike. I tell you, good old Mike. All right, let's break down the first period. Alex Johnson. 2 words. 2 words and 2 goals in that first period. I mean, his play has stepped up from the last 3 games, and tonight he showed reason why he's a phenomenal player for the Portland Prowlers. Goal for the blue line, and then a rebound goal, put-back goal with 0.8 seconds left in period 1.
And
I mean, it's I don't even know what to say. I mean, I love every aspect of the first period. The second period was even better, though. The second period was way better than the first. And I don't even know how you can do that.
I'll take that first 5 minutes of the second period any day.
Mike, I told you, I called it was going to be a wild second and third period, didn't I?
Yes, you did, Rob. You did call it. You called it right then in the seat. You did. Matter of fact, you didn't call it a fight. I called a fight for the second game, but you called another fight. You called another fight. You called another fight during the game, and my man's 2 for 2. I'm not shaking that. I mean, I give it up for the award prediction. I give it up for him for that. I do. But I gotta admit. Well, Damon's over here, teasing us with his dinner, make me hungry right now. The Prowlers played very well, played like a team, like they played last year. And what's the goal's name again? Kurt Gutling? Am I saying the right name?
I believe so.
Kurt Gutling. Okay. Kurt Gutling. Okay. I will say this. I don't know what he found for him. Can we keep him?
I mean, it's as far as what we see, he most likely will be on, not as a emergency backup too. So let's hope for the best, because he made some wonderful saves, especially when it counted.
Right.
So.
Laura's asking, when's your next game with us?
And I actually just looked that up. The next game is gonna be at McMorran Arena, so in Port Huron, Laura, and that's the weekend where they travel for the 12th, 13th, and 14th. So that 3-game series. Elmira will be in Port Huron. So that'll be an interesting series to have them here for 3 games, right?
I would love to see that series for 3 games.
Wonder how many we're during that.
Listen, I'm just flat out. I do believe that the league has something against the Prowlers. I'm calling it right now. I will get more in depth with it on Monday. And I'm telling the truth. I mean, refs are fair, paid officials. I get it. I understand it. But how can you miss boarding call, a shot to the head call, stick to the head call, make an interference call on Joe Pace for a dive with a bucks in the air. Man, what else? What else did they miss tonight? What else? A lot.
I still can't get over the fact that the Columbus team got away with that check from behind call when Joe threw that milk crate on the ice. And that's...
Yeah.
Whoa, when Portillo got his penalty?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's...
Which, to be honest, in that situation, Portillo should have gotten a penalty, but...
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. That's exactly what should have happened, but still, it should have been... not Elmira. It should have been Columbus having a penalty as well. So if you're going to make one call, you got to make it both ways, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, but you got to make it fair at least if you're going to...
Once again, what refs are these again?
I mean, you got me there.
I still believe. Honestly, I still think that somebody got out for the Prowlers. And when they got a lead, they don't call nothing. When they don't get a lead, they don't call nothing. We don't get calls. Yes, I do admit these guys are human. But come on, how can you miss blatant calls? How can you?
Right. It's...
We're talking about the FPHL.
And, if you're at least going to call crappy penalties, make it both ways. But like you said, it's something that's not going to go in Port Huron's favor. So.
Well, I know something that is going in our favor. A win. Port Huron's first regular season win of the season. And I can proudly say, finally, the Prowlers actually finally get a dub, and I'm glad they got the dub. I'm glad they scored 7. I'm so happy they scored 7. I'm so happy they scored 7 that wasn't playing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ecstatic they scored 7. I was hoping for 10, though. I wanted 10.
That would definitely killed the spread on that one.
Hey, did you guys even notice that some of the penalties that were called were almost immediately after we got a goal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I know that.
Yes. They let's see. I'm gonna see if I can bring up this short penalty list real quick for the second period. Just real quick. I'm trying to pull it up now. I know I should have had it beforehand.
While he's pulling it up, guys, remember to go to MainStreetProwlers.com. We got our merch up, so support us there. We definitely love doing the stream for you, but sometimes it does get expensive. So definitely go to MainStreetProwlers.com and then go to our merchandise store there. So we definitely appreciate it, and we definitely would bring you on. Thank you on stream as well, and we hope you enjoy the rest of tonight's episode.
Okay, now I'm not going to read off all of them. I'm going to read off that little throwaway, because I was still kind of confused on, like everybody else, still kind of confused on that second period brouhaha that was it.
Yeah.
Or was. And Paul Dawson J got screwed. Okay? All these at the 12:39 mark. Kruger for charging. Legit. J for roughing. Okay. Kruger for roughing. Okay. J for fighting.
That's where it drops off.
Okay. And Kruger for roughing, he threw punches. Jay for fighting when he didn't throw a punch. Kruger should have also gotten the instigator 2 minutes also.
No, Jay should have gotten the extra 2 if there was a fight. Because he went after Kruger. Or Krugler.
Okay.
Because they didn't call a 5-minute major to fight against Krugler, Jay should have gotten a 5-minute major for fighting.
Yeah. But
Kruger went after somebody else though, so even after Jay Kruger went after somebody else, that should be an automatic 2 minute. Just to get it moving.
It was the charging.
The charging was on the hit.
Yeah. Krug.
He just posted Joe Pace penalty. Abuse of an official, game misconduct.
Well, he's suspended.
oh my god.
I'm sorry, that was warranted. Joe had a case. Joe should appeal the case. And, but I think Joe will get a game. Maybe a game. But it's a real work game, though. It's a real work game suspension. And I would have got a game suspension. I would have got
Throw the pucks on the ice.
Oh my god.
You get cars that can shoot it. You tell me how you react to that.
You can raise Cain with the officials, but don't do something stupid like throw pucks on the ice.
It gives them the extra goals then, right? Laura, to answer your question, not yet. We still have a little bit to go over tonight. So, but thank you for the concern, Laura. Go on though, Mike.
I mean, quite honestly, what Joe did was warranted. Joe should have gotten it. Joe's suspension will be warranted and grateful because this shows that the Prowlers are back.
Yes.
In full swing. And I play. And you gotta remember, they've been getting the hosed for the last 3 games, including before that. They got hosed again.
You're out there.
I
mean, you gotta give them something. You gotta. I call this a wake up call, man. I call it. that the Prowlers will actually win a few more games next weekend. And next week they go down to Columbus, right? For two.
They play Thursday at March 4th.
Okay.
So-
Columbus.
Carolina.
Yeah, they do. Carolina's the travel team this year. No.
So technically they'll be here then.
So they're going to Columbus for 2 games.
Yes. They go down to Columbus.
So this is the wake-up call. Yeah, they're going to Columbus for 2 games. They're not going to March. They're going to Columbus for 2 games.
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday. 1 to 4 or 5 starts. So this is a wake-up call. We may not have Joe Pace on the bench, but I'm guaranteed. I'm pretty much seeing that 2 victories coming after tonight's win.
Yeah.
They just keep playing like this.
But either way, that's Joe did exactly what the head coach should have done in that situation. Throw a fit until the refs see something, they do something. And unfortunately, it didn't go in our favor, but it's the refs need a wake-up call in this situation. So, but that is a loud beeping. But
that is my apologies. That is my son. So on my piano, I'm trying to stop looking at my.
Right. But either way, a wake-up call is needed after these kind of words. Hopefully Joe can start getting to the league that these refs need to change somehow. And this is exactly why the refs were targeted last year, and they had to go. They're up their reffing system. So Robbie Nichols started all this. Robbie Nichols knew exactly that this reffing system needs to change. So I don't want to bring up the past, but
Right, but it still needs change. It's not any
Yeah.
better.
and that's exactly what I'm saying. Is that it's a poor reffing system. They need to either get new refs or train these refs better. So people are gonna get hurt.
I mean,
Besides the reffing system that's we already know we've been very poor. What if, just a little bit, just a quick answer. What are things that you can do to improve it? Do we get more seasoned refs in here? Can we get people that don't get paid off by other teams?
You're not going to get more seasoned refs because they'd want more money, and the league doesn't have that much money.
And
I mean, somebody do it for the love of the game. Just like bring back Gowdy to ref the game.
And so we'll pick up this right after commercials. So to answer a question right before going to break, though, Laura asks, "How confident are you guys that you're going to win against us, meaning Elmira Enforcers? Your honest prediction."
What was the question?
Laura asked, "How confident are you guys that you're going to win against the Elmira Enforcers?" And she wants an honest prediction.
I think they're going to be close games.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're going to win.
They'll definitely do better than what happened in Elmira.
So.
Yeah. I think if the Prowlers play how they play tonight against Elmira, when Elmira comes to town, the weekend of the 12th, they'll win all 3. And it'll be close games, sure enough, but they'll win all 3. And that's honesty. We're talking like 5-4 games all the way through.
And last comment before we go to commercial, Laura did say, "I agree with you 100%. They need new refs." And I said it last time we were able to be in the arena. So we have that supporter in the new ref system. But more on that.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Love you, Lord. Love you.
But more on that after we come back from break.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got the beat. Oh, Elite Wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're going to give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
And welcome back, guys. So we were just talking to Laura. She did say that's fair, and you're welcome to our comments right before we went to break. So, do you want to continue what we were talking about before break, or do you want to move on?
Let's move on, please.
We'll move on. We'll talk more Monday.
Right,
So.
definitely Monday.
And so the Prowlers win 7-4 tonight with explosive second period, to say the least. And so with that, we did manage to get 2 goals against Caffrey after Rutledge was had 5 against. And so what's your thoughts on the first 5 goals that eventually pulled Rutledge?
Yes.
Who wants to start?
What's that?
I just know it.
I just zoned out for a second. I almost dozed off.
I think you asked about what's the thoughts with the first 5 goals Carter scored tonight.
Hey, Bobby, you know what you can do away? Mountain Dew Zero Sugar.
Sponsored tonight by
Dr. Pepper.
Or Dr. Pepper.
But no, the first 5 goals that were scored in tonight's game, though, that eventually led to Rutledge's demise in his polling. Comments on the first 5.
Okay. Well, here's my comment for the first 5 because I got to nail after this. My comment is simple. Once again, great passing leads to great scoring. And finally, connecting passes also leads to great scoring as well. And so the Prowlers actually did something they didn't do last night. Connect on passes. And so therefore they scored.
And he was playing like a team.
And the good thing is that we might have gotten 2 goals out of Johnson, but yet we got more scores than we have seen since last season. I believe we had 6 different scores in a 7-goal game.
Right. Hey, Mike. Grandma. Yeah. Remember I said at the beginning of the game, you said something about that the third line or fourth line was the first line? I said, well, maybe they'll make a difference. I said, maybe they'll make a difference.
Yeah, they done made a big difference.
And
yeah,
it's all, like I said too, they need to find that chemistry with each other. So that's what they're starting to find. They're finding that trust with each other. And something that we said over and over last night. So going into tonight's game, I believe Joe dug into them saying that you need to trust your passes, trust where it's going, and that they'll catch it. Instead of just having the pass out there. So, do any of you believe, though, that tonight was a fluke on Rutledge's behalf?
No, because it was mentioned yesterday that Rutledge will have a good game or a bad game. And you usually get surprised you have a bad game, and guess what happened? He had a bad game tonight against the Prowlers, and that's something that was expected.
And that's exactly what I believed as well. So, because like I said last night, he can be a really great goalie, just like Caffrey. So they're a dynamic duo. So getting 7 goals against a duo like that, the Prowlers did something amazing tonight. And that is pull a win out of somewhere where it shouldn't come from. So they're just proving that they can be a great team.
yes, right. They did a lot better tonight, definitely on the power play. The penalty kill, a lot better.
I believe Columbus went 0 for 8 tonight. So
I think so.
that's an amazing statistic within itself. And this is historically a team, especially with a roster, that gets it done during the power play. So to shut that kind of power play strength down
We're opening the one tomorrow, honey.
is
We're opening the one tomorrow.
great defensing, is great all around play. And you got more than just Jay also just stealing pucks and making the break for it. So
And your deliveries before you actually run out.
the
Yeah.
so getting that extra strength coming from the penalty kill unit. What are the strengths and what can we bring into the next game to actually improve it even more? Any thoughts on that one?
Play the same way you play tonight.
Yeah, play like they did tonight. You know, change. You know, they proved it on the penalty kill. You know that they can do it. There's not much to change. Just keep playing the way they played.
Just keep on going. Just keep on trucking, right?
Keep being a flower.
Exactly. Yep.
And going into the third period, though, they were playing more defensively like they should have with a bigger lead. They don't want to give up too many goals. Unfortunately, they got the bad bounces again, and they got 3 goals against them later on in the game. But that defense, they were playing exactly how they should have, even though the final score was 7-5. Because like we were saying last night, you can't help the bad bounces. Just take it and roll with it.
And that's exactly what happened. They took it and rolled with it. Yeah. Okay. Gentlemen, I have to get off. I will see y'all Monday. I will have my prepared statement. I'll have my prepared statement then.
Don't forget the green. Don't forget the green screen.
I got it. Hey, here you go.
I'm excited for that one, guys.
We'll give it up at you.
Flip it on and go, there you go. I got mine, so not this one.
All right, gentlemen, I gotta roll. I'll see y'all Monday. Mike, good seeing you, man.
Good seeing you too. Your prepared statement should include a couple of Hawaiian happy salutes.
Have a good night.
Have a night, Laura. I'll see you. Mike, we gonna talk, man. I'll catch y'all later.
That's Mike Grimmets leaving there, Laura.
So, and Laura, the other Mike that's at the bottom of the screen, that's Mike Bird, who we haven't seen before. Say hi, Mike.
What's up?
That's one of our other comedians.
People have seen me before. It's just been since like last February, before all this COVID stuff happened, and then work and other things have gotten in the way.
Hey, at least you're still working, so that's a good thing, right?
Oh yeah, I haven't stopped working except for the 2 weeks of vacation I had.
Oh, vacation. What's that?
I'll be going on my vacation on March 14th.
Again, Rob's going to Universal Studios for his birthday present.
Yep.
You want to know something? When I first clicked on that video, I thought Megan was going to announce that she was pregnant.
That's what I was thinking.
Tell you at dinner that she was pregnant and you two were having a baby.
Oh my god.
Chris at Pokemon League said he was 12 months.
Only 12 months. I mean, you guys can see that, right? But, anyways, getting back into tonight's game, there was a couple fights that you should say. Is that something that we want to pursue, though, going into this rivalry more in depth with the River Dragons, or do you think we should avoid anything like that?
Technically, can you really call the one a fight? He was more trying to,
protect himself.
Never drop his gloves. Or not.
Technically, neither of them were fights because the Nipper play wasn't called a fight. Nipper got the double minor for roughing, and then the other one should have been the same call that happened with Nipper.
Right.
Yeah, and he actually was swinging.
Mike.
Yeah.
Either way, temperatures flared tonight, and I believe that this is going to turn into a nice rivalry between the two teams. So.
Yeah.
I don't think the fights would have happened, honestly, if the refs would have been doing their job. It goes back to the refs doing their job.
Exactly.
Tempers flare because they weren't doing their job.
Once the referee just stands there watching everything, not making calls,
punches to the head during the plays, full swing to the head.
Right.
And nothing called. A stick to the head, for a cross check to the head with a stick, not called.
Dan, and you know the old saying, blind, dumb, and deaf, I want to be a ref.
Oh, my God.
Like in the song, they were playing, We Don't Need No Education. I said, to be a ref.
But it's sad that this league is known for that kind of reffing, though. When it needs the better reffing more than any other league. Because these guys play more for passion than actual paychecks. So they need people to actually intervene when it's necessary. And they don't do that. So.
Well, if a referee in this league is any good, he'd be gone in a couple months. So he'd go to a higher league.
A couple months, give him a couple days and he'll be gone.
In all honesty, it's the refereeing is just like the players. They're not guys who are going to make the NHL. There's a possibility of going to the SPHL or the ECHL, or potentially with it's a long shot, the AHL, but, you gotta put it in perspective. Like, these referees aren't gonna be moving up as quickly as maybe a player would.
Right. But anyways, let's finishing this game out though. We finished on a respectable note. We definitely gave something to look forward throughout the season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I going back to how they played for a second. The one thing I noticed is, like, once they got that 7th goal, and I know my dad said this to me about other teams, like, when you have a team down, keep them down. Like, once the Prowlers got that 7th goal, they kind of held back a little bit.
Yeah.
We're looking to push the play and keep hammering Columbus offensively, because Columbus was on their heels after that 7th goal, and yet the Prowlers just stood back and let Columbus pretty much dictate the play, especially for the entire third period.
Yeah.
So it just goes back to the statement that we need to work on every aspect of our game, no matter if we're winning or not.
Yeah.
So,
You know, like if you're up by 5 goals with a minute to play, maybe then you can sort of take your foot off going full throttle and maybe where you're maintaining a certain speed like you have to do with speed limits in the United States and around the world. But any other time, you should be you should be playing like you're in a NASCAR race or an IndyCar race, where your foot is on the throttle for 100% of the or 100% of the time.
right. So,
You know what? I don't even like NASCAR, but I like that analogy that you just used.
definitely want.
Yeah.
It's something to be said, though. That's exactly what we need coming into the next game, especially when we're going to their home turf. We need to keep on fighting. We need to keep on firing pucks at the net. Even if they're not going in, we need to keep on peppering them with shots. They're gonna eventually slip up and let you in. So even if you're not don't get frustrated. You're gonna get something. So just find that hole eventually, and I know what you're gonna say, Dana. That's what she said. But either way, you need to find that area of the net that eventually will get that slip. So even with Caffrey, he has that tendency to slip up here and there. So we need to get those mistakes. We need to find those mistakes and capitalize on them early and often. So.
And I mean, tonight probably a little more rust was knocked off because it's only their fourth. And, you know, the first 2 games, you had Elmira who had preseason games. And then the off-ice incident that the league has no clue who any of the people were involved and who talked to who in the media and yada yada yada. So with the team. So, you know, you could assume that the games against Elmira at the beginning of the season would have been better games if the league didn't try to give the New York teams a competitive advantage by allowing them to play a mini playoff series for a made-up cup.
And which is a weird thing because it's now called the Hubert Cup, and that's now between Elmira and Port Huron. So that's kind of interesting within itself.
Yeah, I guess the commissioner doesn't want his team to win all the time.
But it's something to be said, though. We have good point. We have good areas that we worked on tonight, and we just need to keep on seeing those good areas come out in them and fixing all the rest of the issues, because we put a good, I want to say a good 50 minutes together. We just need to make that extra push for the end of the game. So
Definitely.
Anyway, how many preseason games does Elmira have? 2, 1, 4, 8, 3, 7.
97. But and they were practicing for that month, so that's a good thing.
Did we lose?
To be honest, Elmira and Watertown shouldn't have had their little preseason tournament. I mean, if you're gonna play, let all the teams play with the same competitive advantage.
Exactly.
Instead of.
And Laura asks, "What was that about with Elmira and you guys?" I didn't catch it. So, Laura, I was saying the Hubert Cup is now between Elmira Forces and the Port Huron Prowlers. So that's because we played 13 games against each other. I believe it was like 7 or 9 here in Port Huron, and then it's like 4 or 5 out in Elmira, if I'm correct. So, don't get me wrong though. Elmira is a good team. They are a good team. They have their competitors, but like Mike was saying, they did have their competitive advantage by getting that extra month as well as the actual physical games in too. So, and you're welcome, Laura.
They also have a competitive advantage because of one certain player.
I mean, who could you be talking about, right?
Hey, Chris.
What's up?
Director says it's time for commercial break.
After commercial break, okay. So we'll be right back for our final segment.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got to be elite wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. Hey. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're going to give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
And welcome back, guys, to another segment. So, Laura, I'm gonna send that certain player comment to Mike.
Of course, the player I was talking about was former Sonia Stain goaltender Troy Passingham.
Who's was the impenetrable wall when we saw him, right? So.
Yeah. No, in reality, the player I'm talking about wears number 19 and used to play for this team.
Yeah. Anyways, so with this, going into the next weekend's games based off tonight's play, what are your guys' final thoughts? Where do we need to fully improve on tonight's play if we want to continue winning?
Just don't let up.
Yep, just don't let up.
Don't take the chance of cutting back if you have to lead. Don't let up.
Play full 60 minutes.
Just keep on pushing. Push. Okay, that sounded wrong.
That's definitely what she said.
Oh my god. And this is why we love doing it live.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, to say the least, Rob wants to push it.
Push it so good.
So, guys.
Children on here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sober.
What about Stofers? What?
I wonder if he's related to Nick
You're the only
Lindstrom.
sober one on here.
There's no
I
sober.
can see now. Yes, no more.
We got
I
a
can't see.
Eric Lindstrom in here.
Ooh. So how you guys doing? Remember, guys, to go to MainStreetProwlers.com though, for all your Main Street Prowlers needs. We do have the goalies of FPHL deal going on right now. We have their stuff in the in our shop right now. If you want to get their stuff, as well as any Main Street Prowlers merchandise, as well as we are selling Main Street Yeti merchandise as well. And the Main Street Yeti show is going to be for the Point Huron Yeti of the National Roller Hockey League, which will get started this year or next year. There's no guaranteed start due to what's going on globally.
The way Tony was saying that they haven't heard anything with the league yet, right, Dan?
Yeah, that's right.
That was confirming from yesterday.
So, by as soon as we hear words, we will let you guys know about them, right? So, they're just trying to. Their main thing right now is trying to secure. I believe they're trying to secure that West Coast expansion, so it's not just 4 teams playing. So they have more exposure into the, like they were trying to do the ESPN deal, ABC deal as well. So.
They will be on national television.
Yeah. I believe starting off they do like 4 or 6 games throughout the season. Non-team specific, so it's not guaranteed we even get on. But still, it's good for the league. But I still think they want to get that deal hashed out, whether it be a Western expansion or not. So.
Well, if it's 4 to 6 games, eventually you're going to have Port Huron as one of the teams playing. It doesn't necessarily have to be in Port Huron.
Right. But it all depends, like I said, how many teams we eventually do have during startup as well. So,
Right.
anyways, guys, final comments for tonight's episode.
It was a great game.
Great game, guys. You did well. Just keep up the work and don't let up on in the third period.
And thank you for coming on, Mike. Glad to have you back on for at least one episode. And any final comments from you, Mike?
Franz Nielsen earned 5 more games for the Red Wings by scoring goals tonight.
Good job. So, say goodbye, guys. We're about to end.
Bye, guys. We'll see you Monday.
Good night, guys.
All 3 of us.
And
Yeah, 3 of the 4 that are left here, and the one that left earlier will probably be on Monday.
yeah,
I work, and you won't see me on Mondays.
and hopefully we do see you
Let's see you
on
Saturday.
post game though. But as we leave here, though, remember to go to MainStreetProwlers.com. Like this stream, share it, like our pages on Facebook, YouTube. Go to Twitch. Remember, you guys, go there. Buy anything that you want off our store, and let us know if there's anything that you want to add that you'd be willing to buy from us. So we're open to suggestions. So have a good night, everyone. See you guys later.
Yeah, you want like a phone case on Mike's phone?
Yes.
I'm talking to Chris.
You say that, but that's something I'm actually trying to work on, though. So I'm trying to get the S10 Note as well as S20. And
S10 Note Plus.
yes, but I'm just saying I'm trying to get both for you, and I'm trying to get all the stuff worked out for you guys. And but good night, guys. See you guys later.
Right.
Hey, guys.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got the beat all week wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're gonna give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. And hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.